oh boy, we have gotten into a sticky situation here with Cathie Wood now, in the eyes and ears of many, potentially endorsing Donald Trump at my event in Las Vegas. Now, there's a lot to talk about here because a lot of people are going, Kevin, we need the full interview. Like, Kevin, we want more information. I'm literally getting phone calls and emails from Fox News and other news agencies going, yo, tell us more about the event. We want to know what happened at the event. First of all, I couldn't be more grateful for the event. We had hundreds of people there. It was in Las Vegas. We had a great time. Ben Mala was there. Ross Gerber was there. Cathie Wood was there. Chris Camilla. We had a lot of wonderful, fantastic, not only speakers, but also really great guests. Thank you to each and every one of you who were there. But now, I feel like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Before I explain why, my team asked me to mention we're now doing a mastermind. You can go to meetkevin.com/mastermind and meet me exclusively with a very small group of individuals so we can game plan and network with CFOs, 7, 8, 9-figure business owners, entrepreneurs, people looking to get to the next level in their investments and entrepreneurship, you name it, maybe even at their job or their career or the Mag 6 company they work for. Check it out. Go to meetkevin.com/mastermind. Of course, at meetkevin.com, we've also got the courses on building your wealth with those stock buy sell alerts. Portfolio's doing great so far this year. Come join, see what we do there, what trade alerts we're looking at, what trends we're following. Remember, we don't guarantee that you can make or lose money. We're not trying to suggest past performance implies future results, guarantees, none of that. We don't do that. We just try to educate. Check it out, meetkevin.com and meetkevin.com/mastermind. After Cathie Wood's interview with me, my team posted a clip. It was about 50 seconds long with what we believe was the full context of what Cathie mentioned about Donald Trump. Cathie Wood specifically wanted to highlight that Art Laffer was her inspiration for when it comes to economics, that she studied under art, that she believes in art, and that she highly respects him. He is an individual who believes that crypto, like Bitcoin, is the future, that we should have a real rules-based monetary system that isn't doinked with by companies, I purposely said that, like the Federal Reserve. Really, the proper phrase would be institutions like the Federal Reserve. That the manipulation of the Ponzi, so to speak, causes more damage than it does good. In the interview, Cathie Wood was very clear to say cracks are forming in our foundation, that we might be heading into a recession, and it is not a matter of how much or when the Federal Reserve is going to cut. It is a matter of how bad things will get when the Federal Reserve is forced to cut. Cathie Wood believes we are about to go into a consumer recession, one of the waves of the rolling recession. Cathie Wood highly respects art, and I believe that Art Laffer is somebody that, here's sort of a little bit of a bio on him. You can see him here, an American economist, 83 years old. I asked him if she thinks he would ever end up going to be chair of the Federal Reserve, because I think the New York Times ran a piece suggesting that maybe Art Laffer might be a candidate for the Fed. Laffer was also an economic advisor to Donald Trump's 2016 campaign, and Trump later awarded Laffer the Presidential Medal of Freedom for his contributions to economics. The reason I mentioned this, and I'm not going to play this clip because, again, I'm sure you've already seen it. I wish I still had it posted because, frankly, it was one of our most viral tweets, and as a content creator, that's big. That's like, it's why you would try to have an event and have interviews. That's the whole point of doing podcasts and doing interviews, is to not only share somebody's perspective, but then to invite other guests in the future and say, hey, look, Cathie was able to share her perspective well. Do you want to come and share your perspective? And in this video, Cathie said, I am a voter when it comes to economics, and on that basis, Trump. I think, unfortunately, after this was said, I think, unfortunately, there was some regret and I don't know this, even though I had dinner with Cathie afterward, it seemed like everything was fine. We talked about it. Cathie asked, hey, was the context of Art Laffer in that clip? Absolutely. But afterwards, the next morning, Cathie texted me, said, hey, if other people are misinterpreting what I said, would you be so kind as to remove the clip until the full interview is posted? Absolutely, Cathie. See, I'm not the kind of person that sends people contracts and I'm like, hey, you know what? You're going to come to my event. Here, sign a contract, sign this media release. I'm a handshake kind of guy. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And when I invite people to my events, I just have the faith that you can come speak freely, and I'm going to do everything in my power to respect you and your brand. That doesn't mean I'm going to give you softball questions or I'm not going to try to challenge your theses, because that's what I do. That's what we do in all of our interviews. In fact, people enjoy that, and so do our guests. Our guests appreciate the questions that we ask, and we think we help elevate everybody who comes and talks to us. In fact, here is my response on X. I posted this photo of us at dinner, and I wrote, I have deleted a clip of Cathie Wood discussing who might be better for the economy as president, Trump or Biden. Here's why. First, I'd like to say Cathie is one of the purest, greatest hearts ever. Fact. She means no one foul. She's a great person, and I want to give them all the respect in the world. So even though, and I'll go back to reading this, even though there are some people that say things like, you should get questions approved by guests, I don't do that, first of all. I ask you questions based on our conversation. It's not like I have flashcards and I'm going to try to drill you like a Don Lemon to Elon Musk. And then, you've got somebody over here who says, don't blame your team. It's a real pussy move to take the clip down. This person says they're a follower. I'm like, bro, I was upset when I read it, so I told them F you on Twitter or on X, quite frankly, because realistically, where's your interview with Cathie? A. And B, how dare you suggest that we should disrespect the wishes of one of our guests? Now look, that wish came up after the fact, and we're still going to end up posting the full clip, the full interview, right? The clips are out there anyway. It's not like we're trying to censor the internet. What we're trying to do is help Cathie share the context that I think she wants out there, which is A, why I'm making this video, B, why I removed the clip from our socials, and C, once we have the full video uploaded and ready to go, we're going to post the full video with the full context, and everybody can make up whatever mind they want, and people can clip whatever I guess they want. It's that simple. But right now, we are between a rock and a hard place. Because the internet is like, we heard Cathie say Trump. And Cathie's like, Kevin, stop posting anything. Give us a second. We got to do, I don't know, damage control, whatever it is they got to do. And so I'm like, and I shouldn't say not post anything. More clips, or like the interview from the event, like give us a couple days or whatever. Or like they got to figure out their thing. That's why I'm making this video and not posting other clips at this point, right? But it puts us between a rock and a hard place, because we're like, okay, great. So here we are. And I'm not trying to make this like, oh, woe is me. I'm just trying to be transparent with the viewers so you know what's going on with us. Here's, on one hand, yay, we had a great event. Cool, we had some really amazing insights and really cool content we want to share. But then you have a guest, a star guest that's like, hey, would you mind waiting before we post anything else? And now other people are like, hey, we heard this happen. Give us more, give us more, give us more. And I'm like, bro. So again, eventually it'll all be posted, but I don't know if this is just like, is this, hey, ARK Invest needs to buy time so they can issue a formal statement? I don't know. I haven't heard. Is it, we're just going to kind of pretend it didn't happen? I don't know. And I want to be exceptionally clear. Like, I like Cathie. We're going to end up posting the full interview at some point here soon. Maybe they just, again, need to make some kind of declarative statement first, because the context of the clip was all there. but the entire interview is also really, really incredible. And you kind of see in the mind of where Cathie is on the Federal Reserve, where Cathie is on Bitcoin, where Cathie is on the future of government. So, I wrote on X because, we care. We're like, hey, we're going to post the whole interview. All of it will be there. Cathie's a woman of principles, context, and nuance. While I can't speak for her, I believe maybe I ambushed her with the Joe Biden versus Donald question. But honestly, I literally ask every guest this. Like, you could just say, like, I don't want to answer, right? And so, but I regret the potential that we've offended her. So I said, stay tuned for the full interview in complete context. Anyway, this is the first educational event that we've done since February 2020, also in Vegas. So, it's a tough thing. So I just want to make this video, again, to give you a little bit more insight, a little bit more detail on what I think is going on. And I will promise to keep you updated and as soon as possible post the full interview. So I'm looking forward to that because you know me, I was censored when I ran for governor. I believe in free speech. I believe like the internet remembers forever for a reason. It's a good thing. It's transparent. After all, ARK Invest advertises themselves as a transparent company, transparent research, transparent positions, transparent ETFs. So hopefully we're just like one tweet from Cathie away from this all being blown over and me just being able to post the full interview as soon as possible, which we will do. It's just now a matter of when. And, I don't know. Maybe because of all this drama, now in the future, if we want to invite Cathie or anyone from ARK, they're going to be like, well, we didn't like that you asked about Donald or Biden last time, so we're not going to come. It's like, well,
advertise these things that you told us here. I feel like nobody else knows about this.
We'll try a little advertising and see how it goes.
Congratulations, man. You have done so much. People love you. People look up to you.
Kevin Paffrath there, financial analyst and YouTuber. Meet Kevin. Always great to get your take.
even though I'm a licensed financial advisor, licensed real estate broker, and becoming a stockbroker, this video is not personalized advice for you. It is not tax, legal, or otherwise personalized advice tailored to you. This video provides generalized perspective, information, and commentary. Any third-party content I show shall not be deemed endorsed by me. This video is not and shall never be deemed reasonably sufficient information for the purposes of evaluating a security or investment decision. Any links or promoted products are either paid affiliations or products or services we may benefit from. I also personally operate an actively managed ETF. I may personally hold or otherwise hold long or short positions in various securities, potentially including those mentioned in this video. However, I have no relationship to any issuer other than HouseHack, nor am I presently acting as a market maker. Make sure if you're considering investing in HouseHack to always read the PPM at househack.com.